Hey, Viking fans, this is Keith Millard, and you are listening to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. Go Vikes!
All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupicus Show. I'm One Bar, and big day for the offseason for the Vikings because they are dropping their first official depth chart of the offseason. And while this isn't anything in cement, it will definitely change it. At least gives us a little bit of a glimpse into what the Vikings are thinking as far as that final 53-man roster and our depth. So we're going to be going over that. Any surprises? Before we get into that, remember, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get to 4,000 subs, talking Vikings every damn day. Let's do this. So we're not going to go over every single one, but let's start off at the top. Quarterback, they got Cousins, Browning, Nate Stanley, Kellen Mond, and Etling. So Kellen Mond, I totally assume he will be jumping ahead of Nate Stanley. If not, we got some serious issues. So no surprises there, just based off of the players who have been out there. So Jake Browning does have that backup spot right now. And honestly, I think it's his to lose. Running back, Dalvin Cook, Madison, Amir Abdullah, still above Mr. Nwangu, and then AJ Rose filling out the back end. That will be an interesting one to watch. Again, Nwangu, I think he's going to be grabbing that third spot, man. That guy's wheels. He is going to be so damn fun to watch. I hope we get a little bit of a dose of him in the regular season. Fullbacks, no brainer, CJ Ham. Coming the wide receiver, Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson at the top. KJ Osborne, Chad Beebe. Okay, guess Chad Beebe is right there. D.D. Westbrook, Smith Marset, Blake Prohl, Dan Chesina, Wap Failure, Myron Mitchell, and the new addition, Warren Jackson. Tight end starter Irv Smith. Conkadonk is next. Brandon Dillon, Zach Davidson, and Shane Zylstra. So Zach Davidson, that's going to be an interesting one to watch. He's been pretty quiet this offseason. He's got a long ways to go to get over Brandon Dillon and get that third tight end spot, but they could easily keep 4 tight ends. We will see. Starting offensive tackles, Rashad Hill, Brian O'Neill. Not a big surprise there. They got Darrisaw, the backup left tackle. Blake Brandel is the backup right tackle. Getting into the guard spot, Ezra Cleveland and Ola Udo holding down the guards. Backup left guard, Drew Samia. Backup right guard, Dakota Dozier. Bradbury in the middle. Mason Cole is currently the backup center. Him and Cole Cabral have been going at it there. And really, Wyatt Davis sitting tight at that third right guard spot. Kyle Hinton, that third left guard spot. And Kyle Hinton, man, I'm not getting Kyle Hinton vibes that he's going to be on the 53, and it breaks my heart. Going to defensive end, one that we definitely wanted to keep an eye on. Hunter and Weatherly is starting ends. They got Jalen Holmes as the backup left end. DJ Wanham is the backup right end. So Jalen Holmes, the guy I was going to say something rude, but I'm not going to do it. I was going to say he's the Dakota Dozier of the defensive line, but that is rude. That is not even close to true. So Jalen Holmes still holding on. I still fully expect him to actually make the team when all is said and done. Hercules, the third left end, they got him in end, not D tackle. Kenny Wilkes at third right end, above Brailford, Patrick Jones, and fellow rookie Janarius Robinson. Defensive tackles in the middle, Pierce, Tomlinson. They got Armon Watts right behind him, Sheldon Richardson, and then James Lynch, and then Zenday Johnson and Jordan Scott. So nothing surprising there. I'm actually surprised James Lynch isn't maybe a notch or two down, if anything. Linebackers, Barr, Kendricks, Nick Vigil. Those will be our 3 starting linebackers, but they got Blake Lynch, Troy Dye, and Cam Smith right behind him. So Cam Smith making a push to make the squad. My boy Tough Borland, a little buried on that depth chart. And then Chaz Surratt and Christian Ellis, the undrafted free agent. Cornerbacks, here's a big one. Patrick Peterson and Bashad Breeland holding down that starting spot over Cam Dantzler. Lupicus and I had a bet. I believe he has to drink a beer, I can't remember, with his shirt off, something like that, if Cam Dantzler wasn't the starter. So as of now, I'm feeling pretty good. Backups behind them: Mac Alexander, Dantzler, Harrison Hand, Chris Boyd, and then we get into the Dylan Mabins, Ty Smith, and Perry Nickersons of the world. Safety: Harrison Smith, Xavier Woods, Miles Dorn, and Cam Bynum as the backups, with Metellus and Luther Kirk rounding out the bottom end. So Metellus looks like he's got a way to go. Miles Dorn from North Carolina, undrafted free agent last year. A guy that I really liked. I love this. I hope it happens. I hope he makes this team. And that is the depth chart. Greg Joseph is the kicker. Obviously, Colquitt is the punter. Kick returner, Abdullah, but like that third running back spot, I fully expect Nwangu to take that over, and the punt returner as well, Abdullah, with Osborne, Beebe, and Smith Marset. And Smith Marset, I think, is a dark horse to grab that. So overall, nothing overly crazy. It's pretty generic. They're not going to start throwing rookies like in Wangu. They're not going to just put him at that third running back yet. They're going to make him earn it. Same thing goes when it comes to the offensive line and some of those defensive spots. So even though there's some vets that are above them on the depth chart, I'm not going to get my panties in a bunch just yet or put too much into it. But damn, it is good to see this depth chart shaken out. I can't wait till Saturday to see how these players get out there and play. And yeah, it's a good day for Vikings fans because that depth chart will make any Purple fan smile.